Welcome back to class. This is lesson 8 of the comprehensive web design tutorial with Bolaji James. Now, in this particular lesson, I said we'll be talking about the WordPress customizer. Now, WordPress customizer used to be under appearance. If you point to appearance here, you should see customize. Now, because of the theme that we have installed, which is the pre-installed theme by WordPress, if you go to this place, click on appearance, see that what we have now is just to check our themes. So the theme we are using is 2023, and there's nothing here to customize. I know basically that we are still coming to remove them, but I just want us to do all those things with the theme so that we can see. So now the WordPress theme, so we're going to match them together. WordPress theme are predefined. They are predefined. Let's say we call it a kind of architectural design. A kind of architectural design of our website. It determines what and what will be possible with the website. It's like the architectural design. So if whatever is not built into the theme, and the theme is not built in a way that it can accept it by a way of plugin or by a way of adding one or two things, then it will not be made possible. And most of the theme are done for a particular purpose. Many of them are multi-purpose, but a lot of them are meant for specific purpose. For instance, this is 2021. If we decide to activate this now and 2021 becomes activated, take a look at this place. You will discover that we now have what we have theme, we have customize, we have widget, we have menu, we have background, and then theme file editor. So that tells you that this theme now, at least some things can be changed, like customize. We now have the customize option, which means we can now change the color, that is the background color. That if you come back here now, number one thing you discover that this thing, the arrangement, the setup has changed, the look. If you come back here and refresh this, can you see that now? Can you see that this place has changed? That home has gone. And if you look down, you can see that what we have down here is now different. That is the power of the theme. So it is the theme that has the setup of how the website looks. Now this color, which is the background color, which you can see all around, before the other one was white, so this one has this color. So you can tweak all of that in this place. So if we go to customize now that we have this 2021 activated, if we click on customize, we will be able to do some things that are allowed by this other thing that we have. So the customizer will load up. You'll be seeing the sample of your website here, and then you can see the changes that you have. Basically, what will be here also will be determined by the theme. It all depends on the theme. So the options that will be here. So if you look at this place, we have site identity. You can see WordPress tutorial. You can see learn WordPress for free, which are these things you have here. If you don't want to display the site title and tagline, you can remove it. If you mark it out, you can see that this is no longer there. So then site icon, which is what we this one that is here, this one that is showing like word, like the map here by the side of the name, is what we call site icon. So you can click here to add a site icon. So you can go over, let's say we can come here and say and search for WordPress. WordPress logo. So let's say we have this. Okay, so if we have this, we can then come here and just download it. Say save image as, and we can call it WP. Okay, so we download this, and we can now head over to a website called remove.bg, and then we can try to remove the background. So if we upload it here, choose WP, and the background is removed, then we download it, and we can come back to where we were and go to upload file, select a file, and we bring this in. Okay, so we bring this in and select and have it like that. So you can see the way it will appear close to the name of our website. So we can say go ahead, crop image. So we have that there. Then we can also put in our logo here now. So to make a quick logo, we can head over to a website called Poster My Wall. .com. So I'll just log in into my account here. So I'll just log into my account. I'll continue with Google, choose my account and confirm. So from here, I can just quickly make a search for logo. So I can come here and search for logo. And then just pick any logo and just edit quickly so that we don't waste much time here. So or I can even take it further by saying tech logo, and then I search. Okay, so we can have let's see. Okay, let me filter from here. Okay, so we have something like this. This looks pretty simple for us. From what I can see here, okay, or let's use this one. You can edit this. Okay, this is a crypto logo. It's still okay. This is just for tutorial. So we can just come here and say this place where it says tech logo. This place where it says tech logo, we can come here and highlight it and say Okay, so this one is T, so we can only replace this one, so we can just leave it like that, because I don't have a pre-made T, or maybe a line. So I can remove this one, so I can come here and delete, and here can edit this one. If you come here and we look at this place, this is the font, this is opacity, whether we want to make it bold, um and other stuff. So we have the background, it has no background, so but we can just double click here and put a name. So we can say WP, and then you can say tutorial. Then where it says tagline, we can decide to use or we can just delete this, or this at the same time we can decide to write here as well and say learn WordPress for free. Okay, so we can come here, click on this and expand this, or we just come here and reduce the size. So the font size, we can reduce it so that it will be exactly under what we have as the header. So we can lift it and just put something like this. Okay, this is the logo. We can decide to change it or not, so whichever one. Since we have this now, we can decide to just download this. So can download basic image that we can use as our logo very quickly, in order not to bore us. Okay, so this is it. We've done that. We can then go back to our customizer, and when you say select site logo, we can upload that. Click on this and bring it in. So we can have something like this, and we select. So but the size of what we have is bigger than what we've written, so maybe we can take this one, this area, and use this, so we can skip the other stuff, or we go back there and change the size. Okay, let me just do that quickly. We can go back to this place, and then the pane here, we can decide to change this. Can edit the size here, and we can decide that we want a customized size. Custom, so we can enter a new size, and we can say the width should be 600 is okay, but the height, we can say instead of this 600, we just want 160, and then we say copy and resize. Okay, so we have it like this, so you can see that it's now smaller. So what we can do is take this whole thing here, this, hold down our control, or take this one here, bring it this way, bring this one this way, and then take everything here, with this one. Okay, so this is this. We can resize this one and make it smaller, bring it here like this, and then bring this one on top of it. You can resize this one too. So then bring this one like this, and put this one underneath it. So we have something like this. And then then the background. So we can go to background where it says solid color. We can say transparent, so that the background will be transparent. And then we can go ahead and download. So we go ahead and download this. It's generating. Okay, so that is done. We close this. Go back to our customizer, select logo again, upload another one, and then we click on this and open it. And then we say select, and we crop this to what we want. Okay, so we have something like this, and then we say crop image, and by the top here our logo should appear. So if we still decide to bring back our title and site and tagline, we'll have it like this. But since our logo already contains everything, we can just remove it and have it like this, and we can hit publish. Now if we go back by clicking this, the next thing we can do here is our colors and dark mode. So you can see the background color. Can you see the color here? This is the color we have. So we can come here and pick a different one, and it appears here. So we can decide to make it click on this black and then choose something just harsh, not too dark. So we can have something like this as a background, or even reduce. So something like this will be okay. So we can have it like this, and that is that. Then dark mode, you can say dark mode support. That will allow the person who is browsing to choose whether they want dark mode or not. You can see it here, dark mode on. So the person will be able to choose to switch on their own. So if you want it, but this may not be available in other theme. So let's publish, like I told you. So whatever you see there here, all depends on the theme that you are using. So we can have our menu. You discover that immediately we change to this theme, our menu is gone. So we can come here and click on menus. There is no menu, so we can create a menu and say maybe main. Let's say it's a main menu, and we make it a primary menu. Then we click next. Then it says add item. You can click here to add item to the menu. So we can add this one, this home, add home one, add sample page. So we have it like this, and then we can publish. and we have our menu back. So you can go back again, and maybe we want to add widgets, but on the home page definitely we will not be adding widgets. So we'll talk about all of this later in the course. Then home page setting, that place where you change home page, so you can still do it from here. And pretty much that those are just the main this thing we can do from here. So if we close this, then go back to our site here and refresh, and we can say this is what we have. And then the person that is visiting has the power to switch and turn off the dark mode and have it like this. So all right, now let's go back to theme. Let's now decide that we want to use a better theme and remove all of these jargons that we have here. Click here, delete this. Notice how I did that. You just click on the theme details and then hit delete and confirm. So once we have this, we can now click here to add a new theme. So one basic theme we're going to be using here is Astra, WP Astra. This is it. It's a very nice theme that will enable us to do a lot of functionality. For instance, if you look at our page here, we don't even have we can see this proudly powered by Wordpress, which if we are to remove from this particular theme now, we have to go into the HTML and start editing some code. And so even sometimes when you remove it, it will go back, because that is the way it is set up. Okay, so but we want to use a better theme now. So we go to this place, look at Astra here, click on install. Okay, so Astra is installing. So all these are a lot of free themes that you can use. Many of them, when you use them, there are some things you want to use, they will ask you to activate the pro. Even Astra has pro version, but the free version is enough to build any kind of website. So I'll click on activate, and if we go back and check our site, you see that the setup has also changed again. So we can see this, we have the name of the site, we have home appearing here, and we have this, the background is white. So because of that, these places where we have white is no longer showing and all of that. So this is why you should always check the ensure or determine the theme you want to use before you start working. So because of this now, we can decide, I was talking about this home that we want to remove it, but it's not possible with that theme. So since we have this now, we can click on edit page. This page can now be edited, and where it says home, this home here, we can decide to hide it. So this home here, we can decide, look at this place where we have the eyes, we can decide to cross it so that this home doesn't display on our website. Now here on this particular area here, this you can click here and come back and check our overlay and put this. So you can see that we have other colors now. So we can click this, and then the opacity we can increase a little so that our white color can come out. And this one that we used I think we added something as the background of this. It's all gone. So okay, that was in with Elementor. So here there was nothing. So we can go ahead. Okay, so that is what we have here, and so we can update this. I was thinking it's earlier, it's the place where we have background. Okay, so if we go back to the site by coming removing this part of the address and see how it looks now. So we can see that we no longer have the home, and we now have this looking good, and stuff like something like this. Now also we'll now be able to change this copyright and other things here. You can see that this looks good, better than those nonsense proudly powered by WordPress. So we can, all we need to do is just remove this area here, and we can do that by going back to our customize again now with our new theme. So we can do that by going back, and then we can decide now. So you will see that the options are now different. You can see that the options are now different. So if we look at this place where we say okay, let me go to the footer first. Let's go to footer builder, and then this area where it says copyright, so that we work on that first. So this place where it says powered by theme editor, so you can decide to remove this. So you can just highlight it and remove it, and you can put powered by you, or you can remove all this totally. So you can remove this totally and just say all rights reserved, and then you hit publish. So that is that. So now if you scroll, you have copyright, the year, then the name of the website, all rights reserved, and that looks pretty good. Okay, so we also you can click on design. That is, this now have more flexibility. This theme has more flexibility because you can now give color to this area. So background color or image for this copyright, you can click here and give it a color. So the background can now be given a color. So you can pick something like this, and then we can hit publish. Okay, so that is the background color, and if you want to give any padding in this place, but I don't think that is necessary. So we have the element, and we are done with that. We can go back now. Okay, this was not applied, but sometimes it may have been done like we had the other time, and so go back to design. The color is there. Okay, so can clear it and then put another color again. So I'm sure it may have been done and it's not coming up immediately. So let's hit publish and then just leave that place. Let's try refreshing from here. Okay, it's also not coming up from here. Customize, footer builder, copyright. Okay, so this is the design here. This is the text color, and of course the text color we can give it let's say white. This is white, this is white, so you can see it's no longer showing. So, and we come back, and this design here, the color here, let's say blue or gradient, and say let's just want us to try something else and see what exactly the problem is with that, whether it will come. So if we clear this and go back to color and bring it and just choose a color here. Wow. Okay, can we try an image and see what is happening? Bring in this and select. Okay, still not coming up. Okay, so then we can also decide. Let's go ahead and clear again. Go to this place, clear, and go back to color and pick another color. Okay, if that is not coming up immediately, I'm sure it will come up later. So let's click on this place and change the color of this one, the text color, change it to something that is visible on white. Okay, so we click here, let's publish. We'll come back to that and see what we have as to be the issue there. Okay, so now these are other things you can add to the footer. On the footer you can add other things, like if you go to some other websites, here you can see some menus at the top before these are copyright, so you can add any other thing. For instance, you may want to add your logo here, so you have different things that you can add. So you can say let's say widget 1, then here you have your social icon, then maybe here you have menu. So you want let's say you want navigation menu. So okay, yeah, so we can put, let's say footer menu here. So and then we can save. Now each of these widget now can now be worked on here. So like the footer menu, click on it, and then you can select a menu by clicking here. So you can decide that you want to use this main menu as the footer menu. So you come down, footer menu, just select this main since the only one, instead of creating another one for now. So you can put that there, and that should now appear here as a menu in the footer. So you can scroll up, come back to this, and go back to the next one. Go back to footer builder. Now the next one is widget 1. This widget 1, what do you want to add there? You decide what you want to add there. So you can just hit got it, and decide to put let's say your logo. So you can put an image and go to media library, put in this your logo here and select, and then underneath it put a kind of text. So you can see we are now using the Gutenberg editor, and if you don't know how to use it already, then this is where the problem will be. So you can come here, bring in a paragraph and say, you just say a little, say we are a tech company with a passion to help business owners business owners manage their businesses and maximize growth using the power of the internet. Okay, so we can have something like that, a kind of small excerpt about your company can be in that place. So we can come back here, and then where it says social, so we can come back here. The social for Facebook, you can decide whether you want to show it or hide it. So if it's shown, then you click on it, and the name is Facebook. What is the URL? You can just put https facebook.com/ simply Mr. DJ. Okay, so I can copy this because my social handle on most of this is the same. So for Twitter, I'll put it there and just Control V. I'll just change this one to Twitter, and then for Instagram, I'll do the same. It's the same thing. So I'll just change this to Instagram. Okay, so we have it like this. So you can add more by just coming here. You can decide that you want to put WhatsApp. Click WhatsApp and say add social. So here you can come here and you can say so here you can say https and then you put your /wa.me/2348065363048 like this. So and you can have it like that. So you can decide whether you want social label. So if you want it, you can decide to put social label there. If not, you can just go ahead and just say publish. So if we come down and scroll, we can see this here, we can see this, we can see what we have here. So like that, this is how we can manage our footer. So but if you look at the other one, while we're using the other theme, all those were not available there. So we can go back now and see other things that we can do. If we go back to this top here, since we don't want this, we can remove it. So we can go back to our header. So we can go back to our header builder. So you can see site title and logo. So if you look at this place, this is site title. So inline, logo and title. This is tagline. So if you decide to say remove this will be here. So you can decide that they should be in line. They should all be on the same line. But if you don't want to show the title, the site title, this is our logo, this is our WordPress title. So we can at the same time say this is tagline visibility. This is tagline visibility. Where and where do you want to show the tagline visibility? If you don't want to show it on anyone, you can see it's not shown anywhere. So if you click here, tagline will show on the on phone, on system, and then on the other devices too. You can select where and where you want it to be. So I can remove that. Then site icon, we have already chosen that from the last distance, so it's already, you can see it there. We can remove this, and let's go back to the header builder. So title and logo, go back again, and we can have the site title here. And okay, let's deal with this one first. The size of the logo can also be reduced or increased. So, and you can change this. Click here and select phone. So this is phone. The second one is tablet. So you can see how it will be here. This is how it will be. So you can reduce the logo size. So you can reduce the logo size so that you can see how it looks like, and make it very small so that your website address is is shown on the same line with it. So you can reduce this drastically. So you can have something like this at 40 pixels. So if you want to show a different logo for mobile, you can click here and bring in a different logo for mobile. Then if you change back to desktop, you can see how it looks like on the desktop. So WordPress tutorial. So you can decide that design. Let's look at this design, and then we have the color, the title color, and that is when it's normal and when it's hovered upon. When it's hovered upon, you can pick the different colors here. Then title font size. This is the size. You can reduce it and make it smaller, or make it bigger, and so on and so forth. So you can have it there. So I was talking about if you don't want this to show, but Astra no longer allow that in the free version. So those are just limitations that you may come across in when you're using any theme, as long as you did not buy the theme totally. So except you remove this, and if you remove this, it will also affect SEO later when you are setting up SEO, but we can find a way around it. You can find a way around it if definitely you don't just want to see it there. So you can decide to erase it out and publish this, and have your website like this. Also, there's one more thing you could do. You could also make this image to get to this top here, and we can do that by, let's go to the page itself. So we can close this. Once we have published everything, you can close this. So this page where which is our home page, if we go to this page and say page, and we can now edit this page now. Let's click on edit. We will discover that there are some other settings that we can now do here, which were not in the other this thing that we were doing. So we can come here and say extra settings. So extra setting. So if we come to let's say, what do we have in advanced setting? So if we decide that we want transparent header, if we say it should be enabled, transparent header enabled, and then we come here, then disable elements. We are not disabling anything here, and we can come here and select the style here, and we just update. Now, when we say this, it should have transparent header. That means we don't want anything at this top here, that white whatever. So this will now be part of the header, so to say, like this. That's what I'm saying. So we can have this like this once we enable transparent header on that page. So this is how it will be. So if we like, we can go back to this this cover on the page and increase the size. So if you click on this cover and come back to normal settings, and the maximum width for this, where we had maximum width, maximum height, sorry. So we can increase this to maybe 600, so that we can come back here and refresh this, and this should take the entire screen when people come to the website. So we can have something like this. And if we decide to now change the page that we want to use, so if we decide to change that page by coming back here, where we had a setting of the page, home page, so we can decide that we want to use that other so we can go to settings, and then go to reading, and then we can choose home one and save changes. Let's see how the other page, that elemental page, will look like, and we can refresh this. So you can see that this one still has the home one, and then those stuff are not enabled. So we can go back to this page to go to pages, do the same thing to that page. This home one, which is now being used, you can click on edit, and if we go to our extra setting, number one, the home, we disable it. Go to extra setting, go to advanced setting, and enable transparent header, and then close this and update, and go back to this place, and we can see what we have now. So this will be part of our header. So we can have something like this. So when people come to our website, this is the first thing they see. This area tells them about our business, what we do. We have this button, we have this, and if you scroll, we have this, and then we have this, and pretty much any other thing that we have added all appear on our page. So that is how to use the customizer and how to install a theme. Any theme at all. We can get theme from anywhere and install on our website. In the next lesson, we'll be talking about using templates, using pre-made templates. So I've shown you how you can use your own personal you know professionalism to build anything you see online. Just come, you've seen it, you can work on it and create it on your own using either Elementor or using the Gutenberg editor. But now we want to see pre-made templates. Make the job easy. Just install a template and then you make edits to the website. So that will be what we'll be doing in the next in the next lesson.